What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Other Side of the Firewall podcast. We talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? So welcome back to the show. It's our second week in a row where we're on time. So definitely continue to support, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We are back and we have a schedule, people. So definitely like, share, subscribe. Continue to hit us up on all the socials. And without further ado, I'll give you to Shannon.
All right, everybody. So this article is from the Hacker News, right? And it's from Ravi Lakshmanan. And the title of this one is LastPass suffers another security breach, exposed some customers' information. So LastPass, right? The popular, what do you call it? Like password management system service.
Right, like wallet, password wallet.
Yeah, I was gonna say wallet, but I was like, that don't sound right. I was thinking like crypto wallet. I was like, but yeah, service wallet. Yeah, crypto's been in the news a lot lately, so I was like, it's on my head. But but the service LastPass is investigating a second security incident that happened to them. They had one that happened back in August, I believe it was, of this year, of 2022. And they came out and gave a statement again, said we recently detected unusual activity within a third-party cloud storage service, which is currently shared by both LastPass and its affiliate GoTo. LastPass CEO Kareem Tuba said. So I had to look this up, right? I was like, okay, so how many people does this possibly affect, right? And the number that is out there for LastPass is 18 million people that use the service. So this has the ability to affect 18 million people. So the previous security event they had was, like I said, from August of 2022. It targeted the development environment, right? And it led to the theft of the source code, technical information, and all that. And then LastPass came out and said the threat actor had access for 4 days. So the person was in there just doing whatever for 4 days undetected, right? And for the event that they had this last time, they don't know how long they were in there, and it's not clear if they got to LastPass and GoTo. But they say they tell us now the user's passwords weren't compromised, right? So, I mean, I don't know how they could say that this early on, but that's what they're telling us, is that the passwords weren't compromised, which is one of those things where we've had this conversation before, right? Because it's not the first time this has happened, where when you put all your eggs in one basket like this is the possibility of what can happen, right? Yeah, it may be safe, from other people, in your home or whatever. You may not want to have access to your passwords, but if you put anything out there for someone else to manage for you, like these are the risks you run, right? Like the cloud is somebody else's computer, right? That's just what it is. It's not some magical thing out there that's like just 100% secure. But anyway, LastPass, right? They're going to Google-owned Mandiant, and they alerted law enforcement of the latest development. And they're saying that they're trying to identify what specific data was accessed. But I mean, every time you think you're doing something right? Like you're doing something like this, like, oh, this is secure. It all offers the multi-factor authentication. I don't have to write down passwords. It's things like this that you gotta be mindful of, that can happen. But Ryan, what's your thoughts on this, man?
So you said 18 million people. I am people. So I got the email saying that I could potentially be part of this situation. So it's definitely unfortunate. Again, you do put your eggs all in one basket, but you think you're doing it in a secure fashion. It's still safer if you're using very diverse, very strong passwords. It's a good place to put them because you're not gonna remember them. Like for the most part, I keep most of mine in my browser, right? So Google remembers all of my strong passwords. I don't know any of them. So I couldn't repeat them if I wanted to. 16 random characters, right? Or what have you. But I did have, or I still do have a LastPass account, but I stopped using it. So I don't know what's in there. I need to go in myself and see what could potentially have been compromised. They say it wasn't, which is good. Like I'm no, like you said, I don't know how they know so soon, but I mean they have fail safes. They should have some auditing and logging to see what was exfiltrated. So they should have a better understanding than we do. But they also have shareholders, right? So you gotta be careful what you say, especially early on in the investigation. So it might be able to soften the blow if they wait a little while. Like, okay, after further investigation, everybody was compromised. But we, but we gave them all LifeLock, so it's cool. It'll be safe for decades. Um, but yeah, I guess we'll see what the future holds with it. I'm definitely gonna go in there and scrub my password, see what was in there, and see what I need to change. A lot of it has probably changed. I've used LastPass uh, probably since I was in Virginia. So was that like 7 years ago, 8 years ago? Last time I used LastPass. So
Yeah.
hopefully, because I'm a good user, I've updated those passwords and made them stronger. That's what I'm hoping. Um, but yeah, just be careful. Always look to see people logging your stuff. Like if you're getting email messages or MFA messages, someone's trying to get into your account. That's a good sign. The same thing happened to me when Ubisoft was compromised. I started getting emails asking me if I was trying to change my password or asking me for my code. Right? It's like Microsoft's like, here's your code, but I didn't request a code. So definitely not me, right? So just be mindful and cognizant of those type of messages. That'll be a key indicator letting you know if you've been compromised or not. So it does suck, but it's getting harder and harder to protect your passwords, and that's why we're trying to get to this passwordless future we talked about last week, right? Where we have a token, an authentication method, a PIN is supposed to be tied to your specific devices. Like we're trying to get away from having to deal with this constant struggle, as well as IT is sick of it. They no longer want to help you reset your passwords, right? Just for you to stick them underneath your keyboard anyway. So there's that as well. But yeah, definitely insightful. I appreciate you, Shannon, for running this one down. Again, be careful out there, everybody. And continue to tune in throughout the week. So Monday and Tuesday are our topics, Wednesdays are our discussion, and then Fridays we talk about everything else. So non-cyber related books, movies, games, all that good stuff. So continue to like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you. Uh, you can find us on all the social medias with our name. You can find me at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy. I'm on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Clubhouse. Not so much on Twitter. I still have an account, but I gotta wait for the cooldown. But hit me up on socials. Let me know what you feel, and then hit up the comments in the chat. Stay safe. Stay secure.